This tutorial is the first in a series of 3 that answers the question, how can you use information in a database record to help you better understand your sources in context and also save valuable research time? Each of the 3 videos examines a different context that can inform your understanding of an article. In this video, the focus is on understanding more about the journal in which a given article is published, which can help you understand more about the intended audience of the article. Note that although this video uses peer-reviewed articles and screenshots from an EBSCO database as its examples, you can use the same techniques and principles to analyze any type of publication indexed in any database. Here are my search results for a search I did in an EBSCO database called Academic Search Complete, in which I used the search terms climate change and poverty in Africa. I've also filtered my results by limiting them to those sources published since 2015. Now my task is to find articles that will be relevant to what I'm interested in. Let's compare 2 articles that appear in my search results. When I click on the article title, the database brings me to the detailed record. Here is the database record for the first article called Climate and Poverty in Africa South of the Sahara. And here is the database record for the second article titled Climate Change, Population and Poverty, Vulnerability and Exposure to Heat Stress in Countries Bordering the Great Lakes of Africa. Both titles seem to suggest that each of these articles cover the topics I'm interested in. So how can I learn more to decide whether or not I want to read them? When doing research, it's really important to understand the publication or the journal that an article is published in. So let's locate the publication or journal title on these records. Note that the publication or journal title is different from the article title. The article title is what I clicked on to get to the record, and it's at the top of the record. But the journal title is smaller. It appears after the word source in the database record. The first article is published in a January 2020 issue of a journal called World Development. And the second article is published in the June 2018 issue of a journal called Climatic Change. Also in the source line is the volume, issue, and page number information, which you'll need for your citations. If the subject of the publication is not clear from the title of the publication, then you can click on the publication title to learn more. Let's look more closely at the 2 publications, World Development and Climatic Change. When I click on the journal title, the database brings me to details about the publication. One thing you can learn from the publication details page is the publication type. Both of these are academic journals. This means the article is meant for readers who are scholars or students of specific fields of study. You can also confirm that they're peer-reviewed. Note that many EBSCO databases index publications other than academic journals, such as magazines like The New Yorker, which, as you can see in this screenshot, is described as a periodical and is not peer-reviewed. These types of publications can also be valuable to help you better understand your topic, as they include articles meant to be read by the general public and not by a specific community of experts. Back to our 2 examples, which we established are both academic journals. Next, by examining the subjects and description of the journal, you can learn that the first publication, World Development, is an interdisciplinary journal that focuses on topics related to development economics and public policy and administration. And the second journal, Climatic Change, is focused on topics related to weather and climate. Knowing the main topics of a journal can help you understand the really important context of audience. What type of reader is the article written for? What issues do readers of the journal care about? And for peer-reviewed journals, what discipline-specific vocabulary is used within this community of experts? Incidentally, if you happen to find a publication that represents exactly the kind of expert community you've been looking for, you can browse all the articles published in any issue of that journal by clicking on any of the issue dates to the right. So, even though both of these articles discussed some aspect of the topic of climate change and poverty in Africa, they're published in journals that target completely different communities of experts. Economists and public policy experts have different types of knowledge and experience than climate scientists. And it's useful for me to know that before I decide to read one of these articles. So now that we've established the completely different audiences for each of these two articles, continue on to the next tutorial in the series to find other ways the detailed records of articles can help you understand more important contexts.